What's going on, guys? I'm trying to make the cut to get to the fourth round, and I think I need to shoot about 6 under, 5 or 6 under, to make the cut. It's the Northwest Disc Golf Championships. This is a Disc Golf Pro Tour event. I think that I can get there, so we went ahead and videotaped it. We're just going to talk through some of my choices, some of my shot selections, and then just what went down during my round. So getting things started right here on hole one. I'm going to watch it and talk to you guys as I do. So throwing 500 D3 off the tee. I like this property a lot. I've really always liked Glendoveer. I got a top 10 the first time we came out here for the Pro Tour. A very different course than the one that we're playing here, but a good one. Just a little overturned, and if anything, just low. If that's 5 feet higher, clears, but is in the bunker, which plays as hazard. Going with an M2. This is just like a buzz or a rock or whatever, very straight mid-range. Leave it short though, so I know I'm going to have about a 40-foot death putt to start my day. It's not the most fun way to start, but if you did your little practice on the putting green, you haven't spent too long without hitting a putt. So got that one in. Hard par. Headed to hole 2. This is just like a big forehand, and I don't really think I have the forehand to park it. It's basically 400 feet on the hyzer. I can get myself to this putt, which I barely miss. Putting with the P Model S's in base grip, I get a lot of glide out of them. That was just a little too much hyzer out of the hand. So I'm starting par. Would have been nice to get an early birdie in one of those first two, but hole 3 does offer a good opportunity. Flex shot with the same 500 D3 that I threw on hole 1. This one comes out early. I'm not sure exactly what that was, but A3 forehand through that left gap leaves me like 15 feet. So again, not my best, but I'm not dropping strokes right off the bat. Getting pars, knowing that I got to pick up some birdies at some point. As I drop that par putt in right there. Hole 4, this is definitely a tricky hole. There's like 5 routes. You can go forehand around the side, roller, or you can go up the tunnel right there, which I do with that same 500 D3. Got a really cool die on it. And I like throwing it a lot. Got a bunch of glide. Actually get myself to circle's edge right here, maybe just outside, in a hard chain out to the left. These ones hurt extra when you know you need to get like 5 or 6 of them and play bogey free. So I was a little bummed to see that one missed by like a centimeter. Probably had a 15-minute backup before we throw this tee shot here. One of the best on Glendoveer, hole 5, downhill, par 4. Looking to land it right in front of these bunkers. Brought in this new OB on the left so people couldn't fully bail out way over there. And I don't get that close to it, but it was headed that direction. We did have one guy on the card find it. So now I've got somewhere in the department of 420. Comes out maybe a tick low. Feel like it's good. Catches some cattails. Catches really high in these cattails. And I get a red flag, which is astonishing to me. I thought I was going to be in the circle. And I actually am in the circle on dry land, just on the other side of that. Little pond there, but unfortunately I'm not getting a birdie putt. I take a bogey putt, as you see there.
That low.
So first thing I get on the day is a bogey. Not my favorite way to do that, but rebounding right here with a reblend D2 shot.
Oh, yes.
I know. That birdie back. Definitely need some more of those. That's a really good disc right there. It's my type of shot too. Something I can pull over to the left and let it come back. Uphill par 4. This one got pushed back another 20, 30 feet, I want to say, and it became a very difficult birdie. You have to throw extremely good shots to get the bird here. Oh, that upshot, yeah, leaves me about 150 feet. I threw around the backside because I hyzered too much out on my drive. It's just it's hard to explain. Low ceiling the whole way uphill, obviously. And I'll be taking another par. I really have to throw 2 perfect shots to get the birdie on that hole. Headed into hole 8. This is a flex shot. Should fit my eye a little bit. I'm top of the box. thanks to the birdie on 6. And unfortunately, I just don't feel the headwind, and it keeps my disc riding over to the left, to the right. So I'm out of balance and giving my birdie back almost immediately. Which at this point, I'm just going to pause the video real quick as I slide one of these upshots up. It's getting a little stressful at this point because I know I need all of these birdies, especially the ones that fit my eye. Yeah, this hole is 500 feet, but it's downhill and it starts with a little flex shot, and I should be executing these. And I'm not at the moment. My throwing has been really my downfall this year. I'm putting it as well as I ever have. I haven't missed a circle one putt yet in the tournament as of right now. And I've hit a bunch of circle twos as well. So if anything, I'm just not giving myself as many chances as I have in previous years, or as I need to continue to score well and place well in these tournaments. It's not something I can't do. I'm just at this point in my round, not throwing the disc exactly where I need to, or even in the realm around that. Because if I just get myself a look, I can execute, 50, 60% of these looks. And that's all you really do. I mean, you go talk to Tiger Woods, Scotty Scheffler, whoever it is, just give yourself looks. At the end of the day, if you're good, you'll drop some of them. So I'm just not doing that. Sliding that one up, headed into hole 9. That's just a bummer. My disc is past pin high as well. Wasn't my best shot. But the opportunity still exists, and you gotta throw better tee shots than this. This is actually a really hard par 4, and that starts it off very awkwardly. So I'm going to be left with a forehand up the left side now, playing for my par. Let's reblend D2 after throwing 500 D3 off the box. And now I've got 230 feet, playing like 300 feet probably, up the hill into, slides through that gap up to about 25 feet. Got a little side hill, uphill putt upcoming.
It's slow today.
There's just people rocking around.
Probably waited 5-10 minutes on every single tee box. Definitely makes it tough to get in a ready when you need it one day like this.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get into a groove when I'm waiting, especially on days like this when it's a little chilly. It's like 62, 65 degrees, something like that out there. I'm wearing shorts and a hoodie, and it's a little light for what we got. And I continue throwing this thing just a little bit low. 500 D3 again. But short par 4, hole 10 does offer players an easier birdie chance while offering them like a, this little knolled green right here offers a rollaway opportunity. You could 3-putt this green super easy, which is what I've basically left myself with. Just inside the circle. Uphill left side, kind of a theme. I didn't think about it then, but has been a theme for the day, unfortunately. Just not getting them super flat. That one goes in though. So a bird and some momentum. Headed into a par 5, going 500 D3. Flexes out a little bit early and actually gets super close to the sidewalk. Check this out. It was rolled up against the sidewalk. And then I go 500 D3, kind of through those trees, that limb right there, just in front of that tree there. And if you've played this hole and you've thrown 2 good shots like that, you've set yourself up really nice for the birdie. So
Just like that, we're under par.
pretty good.
A little late.
Finally got myself under par on the day right there, and 2 birdies in a row. So I'm starting to look like I've got some life. Going roller here on, what is this, 12. Needed to throw it just a little more right at the end of the day. I'm almost pin high. I'm just 50 feet left. And that tree's not in the way. Like one of my friends said, Kevin Bates, who was on the bag, like, that tree's been there 100 years. How you gonna hit that tree, bud? 500 D3. Turned it over too much. This one got pushed back another 20 feet. It is a bomb these days, guys. I should have thrown a roller. After seeing what some of the people that throw it a bit shorter do, roller was my play. I just didn't have time to dial that in. And for that reason, I'm taking par like almost everybody else in the field, I got to imagine, except for the top guys, headed into 13, overturned the last two, underturned this one here. I'm really stretching for it now. I know that I can birdie 18, 15, and 16. And I've thought about this the entire round. I've got a chance. I'm going to pause again. I've got a chance to get those 3 birdies at the end. So all I have to do is just on that back 9, be in position, just give myself a chance to be at like 2 or 3 under par. And then I can get those 3 coming in that I'm confident with. A forehand, a backhand flip up, and then 18's a par 5, one of the easiest holes on the course if you throw a good drive especially. So all I got to really do is just be in position on the back 9. And I'm kind of starting to let that slip away now with a couple loose tee shots, some missed putts, and it's really becoming crunch time, and I'm starting to feel it here. Bad tee shot, good second. Trying for this long jumper. Don't need that limb. I've been good from circle's edge though, so I'm not that worried about it, but you're witnessing the worst putt of my weekend, the one I needed the most. If I could par that one and birdie a few more, maybe all of them coming back in, we could have had it. Wind out of the sails. I missed my only C1 putt of the tournament. Kind of didn't matter at that point, but it's unfortunate to miss any putts. Headed to 15, going with my signature Series D3 from this year. It's got a great flat top for the forehanding. Get myself up into circle about 20 feet. Get a birdie, semi-meaningless at this point, unfortunately. It didn't feel great. My feedback got blown up by the wind. So I'm going to be about 100 feet. And that's my, I looked over at my caddy and I was like, that's my run, bud. That was my run. I don't know. It would have mattered. Take the par either way. It was playing hard. I thought about that hole the entire day. I knew I was going to need hole 16. I didn't get it. So the plan's already kind of falling apart in multiple ways, guys. As we're headed into 17, tee shot hits the tree and kicks left. And next approach goes right. Kind of gusty. You can see those limbs moving. Also, just like, I'm not throwing it great today. And it's not giving me opportunities at birdies. Not letting my putting be my strength. And I really thought I might have thrown that one in. Doesn't matter, obviously. And at this point, I kind of am sure that I've missed it, but I do want to finish with a birdie on 18 because I'm sitting at even par right now. So heading into 18, just hit this drive hard, go over this OB lake, move yourself a little left. That's good filming by Mason over at Birdie Productions. Definitely give him a follow and yeah, turn on and ask him if I was in the way. And I throw this 500 D3, I think for the 12th or 13th time this round. And it leaves me right here. Really easy par 5 once you've thrown that drive. Like I said, hit the tree, still get the park job. Tap in a 1 under par. It hurts. This hasn't been my best year, guys. I've been playing some loose golf. It's been hard to concentrate at times. I felt like my patience has been compromised at times. I haven't been good about the backups that have happened, and that's all stuff I got to work on. But I do have some things on my plate that I feel are really important and are attracting a lot of my attention right now. The Go Throw Tour, as well as a few other endeavors that will come to light eventually. These are just like things that are happening in my life right now that I'm taking seriously. But there's a lot of golf to play. I know I'm going over to Europe here shortly to play in 2 majors. And then we've got a couple tournaments at the end of the season that are extremely big as well. So lots of big golf to play. And at this point, it's not that big of a deal that I haven't necessarily peaked this year. If I'm going to peak at some point, I'd hope it'd be at one of these majors. So thank you guys for being with me. Go subscribe to Mason over at Birdie Productions and smash the like, hit the subscribe. We'll be back soon.